Dear students, we will continue the topic concept of costs. What are the different types of costs? And in this lecture, we will learn about total cost or we can say total costs. Total cost, which is equal to total fixed cost plus total variable cost. In simple words, we can say it is sum total of cost. Sum total of costs in the production. It includes all those costs which a producer needs to pay for the use of factors of production, inputs of production to produce a particular quantity, or we can say to produce a particular level of output of any commodity. And in short, we write this total cost TC equal to total fixed cost plus total variable cost. As you know that inputs of production, the factors of production are labor, capital, land, land, entrepreneur, use of raw material, technology, transport, and so on. For their use, the producer needs to pay in the form of wages to labor, interest to capital, rent to land, share of profits or fixed salary to entrepreneur, price paid for the use of particular raw material, use of technology, transportation cost. All these costs, when are added, it is equal to total cost. All these costs sums up to total cost, which includes fixed cost as well as variable cost. Now we will explain what is total fixed cost. Total fixed cost. Total fixed cost, those costs which do not change with change in level of output. Change in level of output. वो कॉस्ट जो चेंज नहीं होते हैं जब हम लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट, जब हम क्वांटिटी, जब प्रोड्यूसर क्वांटिटी ऑफ आउटपुट, क्वांटिटी ऑफ कमोडिटी, द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ कमोडिटी चेंज करता है. These total fixed costs, they are in the form of number one, salary of administrative staff, such as salary of managers, salary of top management of a firm. These costs, their salary does not change with a change in level of output. चाहे output increase हो या decrease हो, जो salary of administrative staff वो same रहेगा. Number second, depreciation expenses. जिसको हम कहते हैं wearing and tearing charges. When we use a particular machinery in the production process, when we use a capital in the production process, the machinery, its condition will not remain same after some particular period of time. There will be some weakness in the capital in the machinery, it will deteriorate with the increase in the level of production. Therefore, a producer needs to make some payment for its wearing and tearing. कहीं पे कोई पार्ट जोड़ना होगा, कहीं पे रिमूव करना होगा, उसको हम कहते हैं wearing and tearing charges. And these costs, they do not also change with the change in level of output. Whether output will increase or decrease, these costs do not change, they remain fixed. This is known as depreciation expenses, depreciation charges. And one more form of fixed cost is in the form of repairing of building. Repairing of building. Building, commercial buildings such as factory, shops, etc. After their use in production process, the condition of building, it will not remain same, it will deteriorate. Such as there will be damage to the windows, damage to the doors, there will be damage to the electricity of the building, there will be damage to the padding of building, and after a fixed period of time, say after the end of year, some expenditure is done on its repair of building in the form of repairing of windows, doors, electricity, or painting of building. And these are fixed in nature, they do not change with the change in level of output. These are some examples of fixed cost. Now we will show this fixed cost with the help of graph and table. In the first column, we will take units of output. Suppose the commodity is commodity X. Units are 0, 1, 2, 3, and total fixed cost. Total fixed cost in 1000 rupees. This is a symbol of Indian rupee. Suppose it is equal to 30,000 when production is 0 units, and it will remain same for every other unit of commodity X, 20,000 for all these 3 units of commodity X produced, 20,000, 20,000 and 20,000. Total fixed cost. Now we can show this with the help of total fixed cost curve with the help of graphical presentation of this data. Units of output is 0, 1, 2, 3, and total fixed cost. We will start from 10, 20 and 30. Since the total fixed cost in our given example, it is 20,000 for every unit of commodity X. For the 0 unit, it is 20,000 for the first unit, 20,000 for the 2 units, 20,000 for the 3 units of commodity X produced. This fixed cost is equal to 20,000. Now by joining these points, we will get a total fixed cost curve, which is parallel to the x-axis, showing same total fixed cost equal to 20,000 for all units of X produced. And one more important point here is that when output is 0, the fixed cost is 20,000. Why it is so? Because before producing any unit of commodity X, the producer has to incur cost, has to make expenses, has to spend money on construction of building, installation of capital machinery, उसके बाद वो प्रोडक्शन कर सकता है. बिफोर दैट उसको बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्ट करनी होगी, इंस्टॉलेशन ऑफ मशीनरी, उस पर उसको कुछ पैसा खर्च करना होगा, which is the cost of producer, that is fixed cost. Suppose here it is equal to 20,000, and then it will remain fixed for every unit. It will not change. I hope you have understood it. Now we will learn about total variable cost. Total variable cost. Total variable cost, those costs which change with the change in level of output. With the change in level of output. When level of output increases or decreases, the variable cost also increases or decreases. Mean is when there is increase in level of output, there is increase in total variable cost. When there is decrease in level of output, there is decrease in total variable cost. And these costs are in the form of cost of labor, that is wages of labor, known as direct or prime cost, and cost of raw material. Cost of raw material. These costs change with the change in level of production, because in order to increase, suppose we produce 1 unit of pen, it needs 1 unit of labor and particular units of raw material, quantity of raw material for 1x, and the cost is suppose 100 rupees, and to produce 2 units of labor, 2 units of x, a producer needs 2 units of labor plus extra quantity of raw material. Therefore this cost will increase, suppose from 100 to 180. Means these costs, variable costs, it have changed with the change in level of output. As in our example, from 1x to 2x, it have increased from 100 rupees to 180 rupees due to change in units of variable factor. And now we will show this with the help of table and with the help of graph. First we will show it with the help of table. In the first column we will take units of output, the commodity we take as commodity X, and in this column we will write total variable cost. In 1,000 rupees. In 1,000 rupees. In 1,000 rupees. And the units are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 5 units. A producer has produced commodity X. A total variable cost for the unit of X, it is 0. For the first unit, suppose it is 4,000. For the 2 units, it is 7,000. And for 3 units, suppose it is equal to 9,000. 12,000 for 4 units of X produced. A total variable cost for 5 units of X commodity produced, suppose it is equal to 16,000. In this table you will find that this total variable cost, initially it have increased at decreasing rate. Increase हुआ लेकिन at decreasing rate. Thereafter a particular level of output, it have increase, it still increases but at increasing rate. The reason may be that in the initial stage the variable factors they are efficiently utilized by the producer, by the manager, by the top management of the firm, and thereafter after a particular level of output their capacity to produce diminishes. Therefore this variable cost also increases. And now we will show it with the help of graphical presentation of this data, this schedule showing different units of commodity X and total variable cost. On horizontal, on x-axis, units of commodity X produced, and on y-axis we take the value of total variable cost 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and total variable cost, it is lowest value is 4 and highest is 16. I will start from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and last one is 16,000. Now when units of X produces 0 units, total variable cost is 0, it will start from the origin. And when first unit of X is produced, the total variable cost is 4,000. This much here it will lie. This is showing 4,000 and 1 unit of X produced. And when units of X produced is 2 units, total variable cost is 7,000. It have increased 2 units. Here it will lie showing 7,000 rupees as total variable cost when 2 units of X have been produced. And when 3 units of X have been produced, total variable cost have increased to 9,000, 3 units. Here it will lie. It shows 9,000 total variable cost. And when 4 units of X have been produced, total variable cost is 12,000. This much. 12,000. And units of X produced is 4 units. Now when 5 units of X have been produced, the total variable cost is 16,000. 5 units and it is 16,000. Here it will lie showing on vertical axis 16,000 as total variable cost, and on x-axis 5 units of X produced. Now by joining these points, suppose point A, point B, C, D and point E, we will get a total variable cost curve. This is total variable cost curve. In the curve you will find that in the initial stage total variable cost have increased at decreasing rate. The slope is not much up to some certain level of output. Thereafter it also increases, but at increasing rate at its slope is greater as compared to this slope below this level of output. This is how we obtain a total variable cost curve. I have drawn these points to make it simple for you. Now I can rub these lines Now this is the final shape of total variable cost curve. I hope you have understood it. Thanks.